Hey there! Today we're taking a fun and friendly stroll through the fascinating world of mental health and how our brain and bodies work behind the scenes. Buckle up, it's a wild ride through biology, psychology, and even a bit of cutting edge science. First off, did you know that our brains are like busy cities with neurons communicating through tiny messengers called neurotransmitters? Dopamine and glutamate are two big players helping us feel pleasure, focus, or even keeping our mind mood in check. But sometimes things get a little out of balance, like a traffic jam leading to mood disorders such as depression or bipolar disorders, even anxiety and obsessive compulsive disorders. These conditions can influence our behavior, emotions, and how we think, making everyday life a challenge. Speaking of behavior and emotions, our psychological health isn't just about what's happening inside our heads, it's also shaped by biology, genetics, and our environment. Factors like stress, diet, infections, and toxins can interact with our genes through epigenetic mechanisms, fancy words for how our environments can turn genes on or off. Think of it as a dimmer switch that adjusts how our genes are expressed, affecting everything from mental health to how our brains develop. On the biological side, mitochondria, our cells' energy factors, play a surprisingly big role. When they're out of whack, a condition called mitochondrial dysfunction, it can cause issues like neurodevelopment disorders or worse mental health outcomes. Chronic stress, whether psychological or physical, can lead to something called mitochondrial allostatic load, which is just a fancy way of saying our cells get overwhelmed and can't keep up. Now let's talk about the brain's neurostructures. These complex pathways that keep our thoughts, feelings, and actions in sync. Neurotransmitters like GABA help keep a balance between excitation and inhibition, ensuring our brain functions smoothly. But when this balance is disrupted due to neuroinflammation or oxidative stress, it can lead to conditions like schizophrenia, spectrum disorders, anxiety, or even psychosis, with symptoms like hallucinations or delusions. Interestingly, some recent science has looked into mRNA vaccines, those clever shots using lipid nanoparticles and mRNA snippets, work in our bodies. They teach our cells to produce a harmless piece of the spike protein from the virus, prompting our immune system to respond. While they're safe and effective, scientists are always studying how these new technologies interact with our immune and nervous systems, including the potential for neuroinflammatory responses. So, whether it's understanding how our genes and environment shape us, how our brain's chemistry keeps us balanced, how immune responses can sometimes go out of me, one thing clear, mental health is a rich, intricate dance of biology and psychology. And Goy Science is helping us understand the dance better every day, leading to more compassionate, effective ways to care for ourselves and each other. Thanks for joining us on the road toward the mind and body.